Welcome to Factorio Modded. This is SpaceX. We're doing the 0.6 run. I am doing a prep run. We are working on getting all the items ready for utility science. So I want to make sure I get like a perfect requester chest, so to speak. All the items I need to exactly get requester chests. That's the goal of this run, is to get that as fast as possible. That's kind of when the game starts, in my opinion. Bots, because the game's about logistics, and bots is the main logistics, in my opinion. I mean, the game penalizes it, but that's still the main thing. You still need it for like little hubs and stuff. And I find it really annoying to build a base without having all the tools enabled. So yeah, so we're just adding some other base resources to delivery cannons right now. And it should make it work out quite good. Now I've got the water barrels and the lubricant. I've got glass. And add plastic. I'm not sure if this should be the plastic or the copper. It can be either. It doesn't really matter. I guess that one loads faster. And yeah, I think when I reload back, it's going to be quite a jarring time gap back, because we're going to have no. We won't have been in orbit. I won't have the prod mod. I'll still have to do the spaceship thing. I didn't really plan that out very well. It's like you kind of need the first payload. You go to orbit to get the spaceship, and then you're going to go out and get the prod mod once you've got the research done. So you have to fly back to nauvis orbit, do the research, fly to get the prod mod, and then fly back, and then start researching for real. That's as far as that's my feel for the optimal start. I don't know whether it is, but I would like a pretty optimal start. I think that'll work out fine. Just gonna make sure we, put a limit on these things. Let's got a limit on this one. Let's put it in there, but gotta wire these up properly. Do I actually have a limit on the glass? Oh, it's got 5,000 there, and it's negative, so it's trying to avoid the. Oh, I see. It's pre-constant combinator because you don't have them, so these should be minus. And this total is a bit high, I think. I think minus 200 is fine for now. Just like these ones here. Oh wait, it's going to send too much though if we do that. Maybe like even just 20 for these, because that's 2 stacks. I'm not sure about sulfur. Do we send it to orbit? Maybe. These other things we'll be doing later. That stone, we're definitely not seeing that much stone up here. Put these numbers down. Now these ones, I guess it's sending through the requester chest. That makes sense. I threw to the logic though for it. Yeah, 100 that's fine. Problem with my design is I've got this, but I actually don't have another one. So really I need a second one for generic delivery cannons. I could have it all go through there. We definitely wouldn't have this set up here then. We have to have it go into a container. Or a warehouse. Doesn't fit. Maybe a strong box in. Yeah, probably a strong box. Like there. A storehouse. I don't think I'm even automated storehouse actually. I think that's on my go-to of things. Anyway, this is yeah, it's a bit better. It's not too much now. We'll lower those other numbers down as well. They're a bit excessive. So this one's plastic. No, it hasn't got the connection. And this is copper. Power poles around here. Might have to do a substation. Alright, so this is plastic. This is 0. And that's a stack size of 1. Oh, so why isn't it loading? Oh wait, hang on. It's one tile off. It doesn't work then, does it? So I thought it was close enough to do it. We can spell it up straight up. Yeah. Bit awkward, but it's fine. We got steel and sulfur there, and we got. I don't know if concrete can get to it, but I think it can. And there's iron here too, so we've got all the goodies. So a bit of a messy delivery cannon setup, but it should work out. What's orbit got? No copper. Must have plastic up here then. I don't see plastic on the list. Where's the plastic? Oh, it perfectly said 100. Okay. That makes sense. I guess these should be just not those. So just not water or lubricant as the filter. That's probably me. I'll probably do it on the ground. Go blacklist. Oh, don't do it there, mate. Blacklist on water barrel and lubricant. that'll work just fine. So all the rest of it gets in here, and then they can just that's a storehouse, but I could make it a I can make it one of these ones instead. I'm not sure if I got that automated. I don't think I do. No, I don't. I think I need to automate the storehouse somewhere. Alright, let's get I guess steel in here. We got that. Got that. Weird thing is I don't really have power for this actually. I might have to expand the power plant again, but I don't really want to because Biter's trying to get under Biter control. Here we go. It's steel. I guess down here can be sulfur, and down there can be concrete. Where can iron go? I'd like to iron up further, but I don't know if there's any iron floating around up here. We got coal up here. We might need coal in orbit. Probably not though. Yeah, I guess this iron here is very fine. We'll just flip it around and come out here. This can be concrete. That's the steel. So my production of capsules is going to be a bit sad, but that's how it goes. I think there was a new production line actually, so I could probably put it. No. Alright, that could work. But power lines. There's concrete. Notice I can stagger out the deployment of this, but I suspect you can't prioritize. I just build them all at once. Oh, it's already got power line. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this is iron. Concrete? Actually, where's concrete? Is it steel? Cool. Why is it not loading this one? Do I have enough steel up there? Oh, I do. Now, the only problem about this is that I need to control these belts so they don't put too many capsules into a dead end. Because I see these belts, you should have a limit to, like, say 2 on this whole belt. So I have to read the whole belt and only let it in if it needs 2, right? Or maybe 4. So these all aren't read. And this is enabled if this is less than 4. I'll probably do the same for these other ones too. This one here can, and this one here can limit as well. And the rest of this belt line, I can fill this up because it's using all of them, but that one there is good limiting because it's going to get too many items in it. Which is kind of wasteful. Unless I put more capsules up here. But we can always change it. Currently this belt is kind of wasteful because there's only one going this way really. Now look at the items we've got up here already, which is nice, but we really need to be going into storage chests with inserters. Then we can construct. Technically I could already build with that and that. I can build these. I think it's just the big manufactory that's missing. I mean, I guess technically I could try to grind out this manually, but you have to like swap items around. I mean, there's no big electric motors here, is there? No. That'd be very painful to craft that in orbit manually. You have to swap the same buildings around to craft it. It's possible, but I mean it's very hands-on, so I don't think it's a good idea. Plus, we got this resource up here anyway. When we start, we don't need to deliver straight away. We've got these buffer chests, which help out immensely. Yeah, so how do I do this? We're very limited on inserters. Now this inserter here, it's trying to insert low density structure and steel plate, so we've got 30% low density structures up. That's kind of a tricky one because that's way over in here. And capsules. We make the capsules here. So we could send the capsules up. I mean, we could put this one, we could put one in here for instance. And steal those low density structures. That's probably the best situation to do it in actually. Otherwise we've got quite a long way to go. Problem is the power lines to get this wired up. I need to get these green wires hooking in. Oh, I can probably steal from there actually. Oh. I was thinking steal from the proto belt before it splits off, but Probably an afterthought's probably better. Alright, so now I need another belt to wiggle. And we'll limit the belt as well. We have to read, well, problem is this undergrounds, we can't really read the undergrounds. That's a problem. That would be better, less undergrounds. No, it's gonna struggle to steal from it, isn't it? Because it's too slow, I think. Means I might have to move this up a tile and move this down. I love the spaghetti, hey? So good. Alright, don't really need that one there. What we do is read this belt. Maybe we can stop in front in multiple places actually. This one stops it as well as a separate one. So the way I do it is not connect that up. There's a enabled if read is less than 1 even. There we go, so it's only going to have 1 there and 1 there, and that's it. I wonder if it ever goes into this other one. It might not even get there because of the way it splits. It might just go straight through here and never go. I can't remember the logic on it. I think it will just go straight into the splitter and not go where I want it to. Which is a problem, but anyway, this is low density. And there's a stack 1. Here we go. Alright, there's 100 in there, so it's kind of, that's 2 cannons worth. You can't wire that, can you? No. I believe this is not going to work. What I have to do is do a separate red wire here. I guess this thing's really struggling on the heat shielding because it has to get it through this inserter. I mean, this thing could request heat shielding, but I don't think it's a good idea. Anyway, Oh, it's got coal on there too. Oh no, it's got the right thing though. Why has it got 6 things on it then? They're supposed to read 1. Oh, I must have get to that tile there. Anyway, got the concrete one. I don't think I actually delivered concrete to orbit. Not on a high priority. We must do this logic here again, so... I really like this logic, so just gonna copy pre-belt, then post-belt. There you go, one can get through. Shit, how does that work? Pre and post. Wow, plug that up. Push that one there. Okay, so that lets 2 items through. That's it. So we won't waste them all. Probably the same for this here. We don't really want them all going down to the end because then they'll stop going down. Wait, do I want these pivot down or not? I think I do. Maybe I do. Now I could be seeing sulfuric acid barrels as well to mine other planets. I'm not seeing stone up yet. Or coal. Coal's way up here, so we'll put the coal one parallel to this. Right there. We need a sulfur one too. I guess it'll be part of this belt, this and 4 belt. Coal. Alright, sulfur. Do I do sulfur down this end or do I do sulfur up here? I don't know, up here maybe. I don't think it's as important though. I think this stuff is more important. With sulfur there, I have to loop this around the back. Or it's going to split here and go across. Maybe splitting's kind of better actually. Well, maybe not actually, because it won't better. They won't work, will it? Unless I put it back a tile. No, it doesn't work. Well, it could work. I can have it go across here. There we go, I got to 1 limiters. This should be 1 limiter too. Unless we get more stuff down here that I'm unsure of. I don't think we got delivery cannon stuff down there. Move the stone if it was available, but it's kind of... Well, yeah, we can move the stone over. I'm gonna have fun with this janky design. It's quite cool. It shouldn't be so much fun, but it's like a little puzzle, I guess. Like a badly made puzzle. There we go, and we can just get this one to there. The sulfur. No, it hasn't got the thing. I'm gonna wire it up too. Bingo bango. I don't think it should say more than that, but we'll see what's it got up there. Not reading for the network. Oh, now it is. Oh, I see, so it disappears the network when it fires. I need some accumulators then in my base. But this should drastically reduce the number of items we need on the belts, so that should keep them less malcontent, so to speak. Is that going to work there? You'd think so, but... Alright, so this is fine. There should be the stack size limit, so two stacks is all I'd send up. The belt's getting good though, it's not sending too much on these belts. This thing says we've got 7, this thing says we've got 20, so but it's not going to send any more in. I initially sent too much, but that's okay. Doesn't mean these other ones are kind of already a bit dead, but when I do the print for it, it'll be better. Cool. I think that hole is okay. I don't think the coal's in the list. Yeah, not sure. That's most things I think I need. I think we'll go copy one more cannon, have a look. Not sure what else we need to send up in orbit. Definitely no red blue chips though. What's happened here? Oh, I see. This thing needs steel and blue. This needs to be here. But because of the way I've done it, I can't get it. I see. Fix this then. Why not prioritize it there? It doesn't make any sense actually. I'll put it back down and see if that works. Because this thing's filled up in blue, so that's a bad design. I think bot-wise we're good. I've only got 50 dodgy bots because I don't want to really replace them right now. Manually craft them too, but I could have bots automated. Now, is this actually part of the thing? Is this good? Yeah, that's good too. It looks like it worked. Sent 3 in orbit. Alright. Yeah, mate. Alright. I think the only problem in this current situation is if I do another planet to do this, I won't be able to deliver very well. I have to use a rocket. I think like a blueprint for another rocket. What I do is I actually just build another rocket. Oh, well, it's filled up with fuel, so I could actually test out that thing I was going to do. I was going to test out going to another star system. Which could be a bit of fun. Storage warehouse. That's just concrete, isn't it? So technically I can build it in here. Yeah, let's try this actually. I'm gonna build a storage warehouse in orbit. Manually. Should work. So we should be able to just go build a warehouse. Oh, we need the inserter though. Shit. I'll probably take that one. We already got bots for this. Change one of these. That should build a storehouse. Now I could just use a storehouse here to make it. Think about it. Is that what I do? Or do I just set this up as the blueprint initially, and then replace the storehouse with a proper storehouse? Oh, I was going to put all the concrete in there, isn't it? And all the steel. Oh, we haven't got concrete coming out. We almost overload this too, so the stack size is slightly too high. I believe 50 is pretty fine for the sulfur. And like some of these should be dropped. The stone should be 50 as well. That's going to stack really bad, so... Let's save this, one of these. Oh, we can heat shield deliver, can't we? Stack these other things. They're all 100, aren't they? So... I could drop them down to... Well, I guess just doing what we just did is pretty fine. We've got no concrete up here yet. This one's not going. Was it not part of my list? Oh, that's the problem. It's gonna... At the bottom end it's gonna require it, so maybe down there. But it seems to think we got concrete in orbit. Or maybe we just don't request it. Actually, we probably just don't request it. I'm not sure the stack size on that. But I think it's 50. Oh, it says 100. Okay, so we can do 100. So that's good, we're going to get that going. We're just going to put this thing in. Now, I guess we could just steal it from... That's probably a bit of thieving. Because it's going to get paused for the stone one anyway. We can... I don't think it's going to reach that far. We can just have two of them actually. There we go, it's concrete. So that should build the storehouse. Now I guess if I'd set this up earlier on, I could have had this done already. We don't really want two of them. What we can do is change this to this, but we can't make an electronic circuit, so at this point we'd probably just rip this up and put a storehouse down. Problem with that is we'd have to wire it up and it won't be part of the print. I mean, making like inserters and stuff up here would be kind of nice, but at this stage we can't really do that because we don't really quite have enough items to do that. Maybe let's blueprint like that. I mean, delete some of these other things we got. We have no warehouse up here either, which I could actually craft. I could craft a warehouse in the same spot. So I could put a warehouse craft here. Nice way we could like, up it for chest, you know, but very lacking in setters. Does that one directly feed? I guess it does. The stone gets directly fed. And so does the rocket fuel. We could go through... Well, no we can't. I guess I can just deal with this for now. I really don't like doing this because it steps out I'd have to manually do again. And so it's better if I just rock it up here, but I'm just trying to get a blueprint that's worth advancing for that sake. There we go. We got no report though. Alright, I should build that. I can't build the inserters for it, but at least you can do its thing. What else can we build up here? Not much really. Why has it got so much low density up here now? Oh, we're not powered up. I thought it's in power range. I guess it's a danger. I did send 3 out, but it stopped. Alright, what's next? We're not seeing solid fuel up, though we could do for making speed modules. That's not really important right now. But I would help us with science. We've got the rocket fuel dead in, don't we? So that's where this comes in. Alright, this is the rocket fuel. Probably could be a stack inserter to be honest, but I guess this bit here is a bit funky. Or I should limit them all like how I've done it, so... There's no reason not to, you know? Just keep it all nice and tidy. Now will be less than 1, right? I guess it could get stuck in parts because we'll go to the bottom one and then I won't send another one through, which means that the bottom one becomes where it's important to go to. So I haven't really fully thought that through yet. I mean, currently it's just too much, so it's sort of flooded and there's 20 there, so... But it's slowly crafting more. We'll slowly get more cannons. Capsules. That's nice, got one... I got 2 in that whole belt. One seen there. Is there one there? I can't see it, but I think there is. It says as one signal. It must be there, but I can't see it. I can't see a capsule there. Invisible to me. Anyway, get the rocket fuel going. Oh. Anything else missing? I think all the good stuff. This is my prototype one, so I can have a look. What else can we deliver up? We got explosives we can send up, which I'm not sure why. We could send solid fuel up. I'll still get heat shielding to send up. I think that's about it, really, because all the rest of this is barrels. I mean, we might need to send the heavy oil, but not yet. But that'd be for another cannon. Because that's really, you can deliver beryl hydroxide. I don't know why you do that. Maybe there's a logic for that. Why would you deliver this? This is weird. Now where is it? Where's beryl? This stuff here, why would you deliver that? That's after the rod with the water and the sulfate. I mean, maybe it's efficient. Maybe it's an efficient thing to move. Because as far as usage goes, just turn it into powder straight away, right? And the powder go straight to the ingot, right? Oh, actually it goes molten. Oh, hang on, there's two ways, don't you? The pyroflux version. And then you got the non-pyroflux version. So I guess we've seen the barrels, that's like, I'm not sure actually, but that's not too bad. You're still gonna have, you'd still rather send the ingot, of course. But that means you don't have to send coal and sand. Yeah, it's pretty much 1-to-1 on the hydroxide, so if you get 50 from a barrel, that's 50 powder. Which is basically half an ingot, or 25 plates. 25 plates per barrel is... no, that's not to be sneezed at. Where's my speed modules going? Looks like we're still doing our rocket science packs. They're meant to be positive speed modules, but they yeah, they definitely got not enough. This heat shielding everywhere is a bit low. Alright, so that's the rocket fuel. Did that deliver any? Oh, it did. So it's just missing the processing unit and belt. This is filled though, basically. It hasn't even got coal yet. Might drop that rocket fuel down to 2 stacks. Yeah. It's too expensive otherwise. Two stacks is alright, but not 5 stacks, 6, because I oversent by 1. Actually I oversent by 2, sent 70. But I also make rocket control units up here, but they cost a fortune. That's all that. You can't send batteries and advanced circuits up very easy. We're almost about ready to roll back. I think the only danger is some of these won't work because it'll read that a capsule's been missed and then it'll just sit on the end of the belt and not be used. Not lined up with this. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing much else to the base. We've got like, you know, the extra core processing, which is looks like it's quite jammed up. The site's gone funky. We got nope, just slow. The copper's not really moving. I think the cores in general are going. This one's like empty, so that's fine. Ocean's not really growing. So it looks like there's a new nest to the north of me. That wasn't there before. Anyway, let's go test out this we'll just do a blueprint. Oh, I don't need trains. All 20 hours. What part of that, isn't it? You know, if I broke it down a bit more, this train line is going to have to be manual. But all this stuff here has been great, but it's integrated. At 10 hours. We still haven't figured out this rocket silo. It's not correct. This logic is no good. Looks like we finally filled it up with what we needed though, so it's actually ready to go. For science. I might do a test though. I'm gonna try, what's the nearest star that's not mine? Terebullus. So I'll check this out. I might need more rocket fuel, but let's dump the stuff we don't want. Don't really want that, do I? Oh yeah, request that shit, so I can't get rid of it. That'll do. No, I want to go inside. Why can't I go inside? Weird. Weird bug there. My land chance 74%. Let's try it out. The whole plan of this is just to see if I can land on the nearest planet in the star system. Let's see what works still. I'll load back straight away, but it'd be nice to see what works. Oh, I got no breathing capsules, have I? Forgot about that part. When my bots pick up the ship though. So we're gonna go to... I can go to undiscovered location. That's awesome. Okay, so I just need 70 rocket fuel. And it looks like I've got too much stuff already. I put a chest down? No. That's fine. We need 2 sections though. Who's got the sections? There we go. So it does work. And it's not too expensive. 70 rocket fuel basically. You can still... Navigation area, that's cool. Oh, we actually went to the... Oh. Now you gotta land on the planets and another 11 fuel. So it's like 80 rocket fuel and like less than 10 sections. But you get that from the thing. So I can go to another undiscovered location if I want to. Oh, that's cool. So the next one would be high chance navigation area may be flung to a random location. Oh, random location, that's cool. So I'm supposed to be in Terebullus at Sinrad, right? This is where I am. It's a waterless coal planet with very low threat. But say I go to another undiscovered location. I might want to save for this. Let's have a check. HI. What will it do? I went to Sandra and I went straight to the planet. Ground. That's interesting. So I went to the moon. So I went from that orbit to this moon. This actually looks not the worst place in the world, but that's cool. So, and of course we can't leave here. Of course, this is we're stranded. I mean, there's no way you can leave the planet. We'd have to build a whole rocket silo and stuff to get off this planet. It's a tiny ass moon, I think. I'm not going to carry on, but I mean that'd be quite an interesting thing. As soon as you leave Nauvis, that's the thing. The challenge is to rocket as soon as you can to the nearest star, and set up camp there, and then get that planet to rocket stage and do the same again. But that's a bit stupid because you won't get any science progress. Well, it's got threat. Alright, we'll go back to the I one. We'll see if we'll just go to if it goes somewhere else different. Or it's always the same place. Oh, it is different. Rutadem. This is a cold ass cryo moon, this one. 3 mil cryonite. That's really cool. It's like glowing blue. Where did we go this time? This time we went way down to here from here. Is this a planet? Is a planet? Oh, it's a planet too. We went from one planet to another planet. So we went way off course. And this planet's even better than that moon. 33% butters. Alright, cool. Huh. So I guess I could do my exploration thing with this, which would be neat. But you have to send enough to do a rocket back home afterwards. Which would be alright if you're getting the prod mods. Because the whole goal would be to fly out to the random star, get the prod mods, then a rocket to top you up, and then jump around to get some more prod mods. Alright, so it should have the... Oh, it hasn't got the it hasn't got the flags. The pyramids aren't showing, but I've been to pyramids. There's no archaeology. Oh, oh, you gotta click on that. The archaeology. Okay, so that's in red. Okay, now it works. We've already found these other ones. Yeah. No jet fuel. Oh, we'll pick that up. We'll get jet fuel. It's a prod mod as well. Isn't that funny? Oh, I killed a big biter for that. Isn't that funny? We found a prod 9 out here. If I can send a... I mean, I've got a... Hey, where'd my... Oh, I must have left it behind. I had a rocket cargo pad in my pocket as well. So I sent a minimum... If I did send a minimum payload, the landing pad and the rocket, we could just send over, you know, stuff we need to exit. Funny, eh? Getting another prod 9, but I can't even take it back. And this is for the in-game puzzle. I can't remember which side that unit was on. It makes sense when you lay them all out, though. Neat. You can kind of explore. Just not too good. This planet, what's the core on this planet anyway? Coal. Wait, coal and crude. You usually get a lot of rocket fuel on this planet. It's only 3% threat, but no water, so you actually struggle to get anything going here because you couldn't frack anything. You have to send water barrels or make water some other way. Anyway, we'll go back. I was just testing it out. I was kind of curious. Alright, do I go to orbit with this? I could do. I really should bring a bunch of stuff. I should be making the next Life Sciences. That's what I should be doing. Let's got the warehouse here, which is nice. Oh, I didn't bring my breathing suit. Which kind of sucks. No, do we have enough to start the science packs? We got the electric motors required. We're not bringing like... Oh, there's 2 unloading. There they go. The bot should start the science packs. Oh, did I not bring prod 2s either? I bet I didn't. No, I didn't. Man, I'm not the worst planner. Brain dead lately, eh? I don't even think. I think this is actually a good state or a blueprint. It's not the best, but we will be doing this other stuff, but that's better than the other one, which was actually, which one was it? It was this one here. That was from Ilham's game. I put most of that though in the game, but this one I need to get it going after I research this thing here. There's another delivery cannon. Oh, I didn't bring another cannon either. Wow, so forgetful. Do I even automate delivery cannon capsule delivery cannon things? I don't think I did. They're kind of easy. This heat shielding's the hard part. And the steel chest. Oh, why have we got two steels? Why have we got two steels? That was supposed to be something else. Huh, I didn't even notice that. It's not supposed to be steel as well. But I have set them up both as steel. I think they're supposed to be... Maybe they're supposed to be iron. Or sulfur. Maybe sulfur. Actually, it would have been sulfur. Means we wouldn't need all that if we did it. But this belt is not too bad. There's only... Well, there's actually 8 in that belt and there's 4 in that belt. It's a bit overpopulated, but... A little bit spaced out, those cannons. It's nice as this goes along though. Got space science packs. I'm not even supposed to be researching volcanite processing. That wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing the other thing. This thing. And then this thing. Oh yeah, that should be a purple one and go not science bulb as well. But I didn't have one available. Oh, this is looking good now. We're actually getting some traction. We can't output the items though. I think we were right on chests. We got space belt though, which is cool. Hang on, where's that? Oh, it's requesting them. And we're gonna leave it there, I see. Maybe I should limit these, and I have 2 of them up here like this. I think I had 2 because recycling or something, but I think I need 1 of these. It should be pump based. I think I had a pump going up here. I mean, it's nice to get them, but if you get like a meteorite, they go pop. I guess it's supposed to, like, you know, put one of these biggies down and start actually automating buildings. Get rid of this thing here first. Can't put it there because there's no space. Alright. we have red inserters up here? I think I forgot to bring them. I did. Yeah. That's a bit dumb. This thing needs to make more space assemblers, really. I mean, we're okay for now. But we are going to have to automate those other buildings to make the next science packs. Looks like this utility won't take too long to make. I should be gallivanting off to get that cryonite. What power cost in that? It's a bit weak, isn't it? Just gonna give it some. That's better. I'll go faster now because of efficiency modules. Okay, it's positive power now. Good use of efficiency modules. Means science goes faster. It's not browning up. Now we've got craft stuff here. The big electric motors, I don't know. Did I bring them up? I don't think I did. No, we didn't. So we can't make more of these buildings, which I kind of need to make. So I could actually deliver the heat shielding low density there. Processing unit I'll be delivering to. I still don't make much low density on nauvis, like at all. And these deliverers, these are sad too. But it says we got 229, but we've been messing around for a while, I guess. Now we haven't even upgraded these all to efficiency modules, which I was supposed to do. I did that previously. There's no reason not to. Just makes sense. Alright, sufficient seed. I'll drop the power usage down a little bit. Not much though, because basically it's pretty efficient. Like these things are only using 84 kilowatts an oil refinery, which is basically it's a tiny amount. These never got. I should have got onto them because they're actually the big polluters. It's some of it, but not all of it. I need like a manual. Drop. Is that hooking? We have to go like on this side. I That's most of it. They have that hole. Alright. Now we still haven't fixed this. I really should think about this. This should be easy. Done it many times. Because I was setting requests, setting filters rather than read requests, it was mucking up the logic. And normally you set these in orbit. They're not need to be connected to the rocket, I believe. You remember this should be ready from this. Loading. I mean, they get the choice then of doing cannons or not. So that's orbit basically. Orbit requests. Problem is going to keep. Look, I don't think we. Well, we do have enough cargo sections, but me trying to set this down here was a bit silly because it's kind of a mirror of what's in orbit. There's like a utility instead. That's for this thing, but the rocket silo should be different. Just based on this thing. Normally like times by -1 again, and then set that as extra requests. Then we got two chauvinists competing with each other. Not sure that's a good idea. I mean, I could just abandon this thing. Very undecided though. You're also making liquid rocket fuel barrels. If I do this exploration mission, that could be a thing to make. So I can get home. Well, as if I can get home in a rocket, but if I... Well, I kind of need to go home in a rocket actually, because I need to deliver stuff, unless I'm sending a delivery cannon and capsules. And then I send the parts to make them. Which means we need explosives. And this thing requests explosives, or one of these things did. This thing made request for explosives. Can't really get it out there though. RCUs is pretty backed up, which is nice. Yeah, the heat shielding's definitely been a problem with the stone. I expanded this too. Ah, it didn't expand at all. Leave the tile out. It's so awkward. Uranium's actually building up quite quick as well. I'm off to do something about that, because currently we build it here. They always change. Actually, why was that a problem? Oh yeah, because these things can't do more than one item. So I can leave them as purples. And they'll be fine. But then I can still take the right items out. Power is not looking good. Why is it 200 megawatts? These cannons, 73. Crikey. Maybe start doing a accumulator farm. Not sure where to put them though, but this is probably a good enough place. What else am I going to put here? Nothing really, am I? Wrap it off grid. Oh, this is kind of a dead spot here. There we go, it's a nice little accumulator farm. Now let's get injected into my base. It should help on the drawdown. At least that's how I think it works. It should draw down the accumulator charge when it's charging them, but I don't think it does. Memory says it doesn't work that way. Even though it should work that way. It's funny, I'm sitting inside this thing. It's only 33 fuel to get down, which is... I see that there's fine, so... We've not made any water because we this filter inserter here. Needs to be water. Let me just have one here. We're kind of limited on you know, what we can have. Why'd that stop? Electric motors, really? I did not bring enough. Would have brought heaps. Oh, they were seeing this chest. And that can't go anywhere. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. So we'll do purple chests into red chests. And there's going to be blacklist on science packs. And that should mean I can keep researching. I mean, I could just have that these are... these are a problem too. I might just change them all to be purples. I think I'll be stupid. I swear these filters have more than one previously. I don't know why they only got one, why the purples got multiple. I have to downgrade to these filter inserters instead. That should get science going again anyway, so. Now we'd like to explore to the other star systems too. I could try to do like a a exploration pack. So you kind of need, you know, heaps of rocket fuel. Like you need 350,000 to get home. There's, I think, in liquid rocket barrel is 500. That's 700 barrels. That's 1.5 rockets full of barrels to get home. But I guess if you like just if you that's the final trip home, but you could probably explore the whole star system. Get the module, you know, get the productivity modules, and then trek home. You still have to send probably another rocket over though, with the cargo. I mean, even just getting one more prod module would make a huge difference on your science. I mean, the earlier you get this up, the better. If you get this another prod here, not for 99. These should be prod 2s already, but I forgot to bring it to orbit again. I mean, I could craft them here, but we've got no advanced circuits, I believe. I only brought blue chips up. I didn't bring red chips or green chips. I mean, it's part of this list here. So I said the rocket had to be this list instead of just delivery cannons. That'll be fine. That seems a bit ridiculous. I don't know who said that. 200 is fine, thanks. I mean, these other bigger numbers are fine. We will obviously use them, but do I need that many capsules? I don't think I do. Well, actually, maybe. We're not going to be doing prod mods in orbit like that one. I don't think we need that. I think we need prod, send prod 3s up. I know, but all the prods are no productivity, are they? So you can make them anywhere. If we made them anywhere, it'd be annoying. So making like prod 2s on the ground still makes sense to me. I mean, prod 3s probably make an orbit. I'll send prod 2s up then. So maybe minus 300. Oh, not those ones. Prod 2s. Where'd they go? But they're in this list. There you go, prod 2s. Problem with efficiencies, it's asking for 1,000 efficiencies. I don't think that's a good idea either, but we might argue. All these numbers are way too high though, because they're for when you got big production. And I don't have big production. I got little production. Those are fine. I mean, I've probably dropped them down to 2,000 even. I don't know how many of these we need, but probably quite a lot. Oh, that's definitely too much. I think these are more sanitary titles. For my sort of needs. Consider accumulators up too. I think they use for something, but I can't remember what. I've almost got utility science back, which is interesting. So I have to actually try to design the next part, which I don't have the buildings for. I haven't set the rocket up properly. We do have quite a few belts though, which is alright. Oh, maybe they should request it actually. They should request belt. No harm. Remember that cosmic water, that seems a bit suspect. Why is it not seeing them up? I bet there's no cannon shells in the belt. Yep, belt's empty. Ah, I see. So it has hit me here. So there's 4 sitting here, I guess. Of course, this one gets nothing. So what I have to do is separate this into 2 groups. And separate that out. Change it to be less than 2. And this one is also less than 2. It's 4, right? I guess so. I'll change it to 2 though. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Got too many on some belts, not enough on others, but maybe we should clog that up as well so we don't waste it. Oh. Not the one before. Ah, Mr. Tower. Alright, so who's there we go, so that's all. That's this one, so it should limit that belt a little bit. Just don't send it too much down. I will find out some of these aren't sending because they don't get enough down the belt chute, so to speak, and the insert is at the wrong location. So we're actually up to the logistics system. This is the goal. So I want to get this by. The goal was 10 hours. This is 22 hours. I wanted to create a scenario where you start the game here. This unlocked. Maybe even if you strand in another star system. Just for the penalty of being I mean, you can always just suicide, I guess. And you know, you can just do this sit. I think there's a button here. Respawn. This will keep creating science, which is fine. But now I need to create the next science pack, which I believe I've got ready. Is now I might update this. That one, we can probably delete this one now. We're not going to use that, I don't believe. Even those speedrun trackers, logistics system plan 10 hours, actual 26:30. Not 26:30, is it? It's 22:26. But, well, it might be 26 by the time I get there. But yeah, I reckon if I create just enough scenario, it might make more people play SpaceX, and I think that'd be cool. But I'm thinking about, I actually crashed my dude in another star system as the start of the scenario. So it's actually like, you're actually literally, you have to use the exploration cargo capsule thing to start with. I mean, I can go to the planets, and no one really does it, I think. People who play this game aren't explorers, they're builders. It's a building community. Alright, so that's the 20-hour one. We need to use this one. Of course, this is going to go right in here somewhere. I'm going to rip up all this other stuff though. Alright, that kind of works there. Now we don't have any of these buildings, is a problem. And I'm gonna need another cannon. I need all sorts of stuff. No, I don't need to deconstruct that actually. It's that one there, the glacial ammo. Do I have storage chests? I do. Okay, alright. I guess I could read this belt as well and not put all the shit in it. But I don't mind it being clogged. Problem is this sort of thing here. I'm already set up for getting rid of the water. When we're supposed to be using this thing here, this bucket, thingy chest. Which belt is that one available? We've got the yellow one. We can just do that instead. Oh, but that's gonna be a purple. Oh no, it doesn't have to be purple, it just needs to be blue. There we go. This is purple, it's fine. We've got 21 Logibots up here. And they should be inside the robots. Do we have any solar panels spare? 10 solar panels. Oh, do I have spare? Do I have scaffold? Do I? I got 200 scaffold, I didn't realise. Not that I want to use a scaffold actually at this point. Let me get rid of that scaffold, we don't need to put that down. No, we do have a decon. So I think we're going to biochem inside the spaceship actually. We did anyway. Where'd it go? Uh-oh. Did I lose it? I had a biochem. Shit. What have I done with it? There's no biochem facility, but I had one. I know I did. There's in one of these chests. I bet I left it on that planet I went to. I bet it in my pocket and I left it in there. That sucks, because I need that building. I don't have to craft it. Where do I land? I think by zero now. I guess once you go somewhere they kind of I don't know where I was over there. I don't see nothing. You wouldn't know though, would you? No, you wouldn't. You go Cyrus, which I did put some shit down. I better put it in these buildings. Is it in here? We got way too much shit here that we shouldn't have. I mean, we were going to try to plan build a base here. I don't know what that does. This planet's got. It's got feral. Kind of useless. That me testing. I don't need to go here though with all this shit. Well, I didn't drop it off here though, at least. So I lost it somewhere. I don't know where I lost it. Maybe like the orbit. Don't see nothing. Mordigan. Kalos asteroid. Leave it on these things. I don't think so. Quite thorough and leave all that stuff behind. So where went to my bioplant then? I kind of deleted it. If I got it in my pocket. Nope. I got way too much shit in my pocket though. Oh, I already put one down, that's why I'm stupid. Ah. I didn't realise there was two of them. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, so we're fine. I was looking for something that already had. It's like kind of what the other building before this one though, because that one makes the chemical gel which you need. That's not the recipe I want to use though. That's a shitty recipe. I'll use the blue recipe. This one's way better. That one you just lose the chemical gel. That's when you get like most of it back. I'm just gonna deal with the byproduct, which is at this point you just kind of put into a chest, onto a thingamajig. Actually, where's this going? Is it? How's that actually getting crafted? Ah, water flows in, water flows out. Okay, okay. That's what I need to bring to orbit. I need solar panels and cryonite rod. So the cryonite rod is the problem now. Because I can't exactly get to cryonite rods without going to the planet, and I don't know how to safely go to the planet at this point. I mean, what I mean by safely is that I know the planet to go to. The problem is it's this one. I have to do core mining though, in a waterless world. I don't really want to do core mining. I mean, technically this one's got cryonite too, and when I look at the surface, it's a bloody nightmare, but it does have cryonite patches. So I could go to this one, or I go to the other one which is safer. This one's got water though, so it's much easier to set up. Power plant wise. So if I did solid fuel, I guess, it wouldn't be too bad. I mean, there is nuclear here, but I don't really want nuclear. So I think bombato is the one we have to do. It's this shit. Waterless, cryonite, and I mean we have to deliver water barrels over. There's enough resources though on the core. We have to like set up in here. Now there is actually like little patches of ice, but it's so kind of rare. It's hard to see like where the actual, you know, patches are. It's all desert. And you get the odd spider nest like this. I was hoping to find one under this blob, but just finding a few spiders that are growing. Yeah, I think I have to go here, do core processing. Just enough to get, oh, what's that? That's barrel. Just enough to do a rocket. Well, no, well, I think did a cannon back home. Only just enough to get it processing. Yeah, I'm trying to find ice patches. This is actually not ice. It looks like ice. This is apparently a desert. So it's like an ice planet, but it's got desert everywhere. There's no ice. So stupid. It's cryonite core, and the planet's covered in deserts. I mean, it didn't exist on planets. What do you mean? What did you mean cryonite rather than ice? No, there's ice. I'm not talking like the mining patch ice. I'm just talking about like physical ice where the cryonite can spawn. So you got terrain ice, not mineable resource ice. If I only found like one little patch of ice where it can actually spawn in, the rest of this planet is desert. So it's like, well, what do I do with that? It sucks. Now I need to set up another delivery cannon group, I guess. It's still going to be rough as well because it's no requester chests. Oh, there's a nice patch. See, look, frozen lake. Here's another frozen lake. Yeah, it's so rare though. There's a big chunk down here, it's just looking a bit healthier. There's a forest net in this. Where's Where's the bloody cryonite though? Like, it's supposed to spawn in this white drone. How far away from the center is it? So that's the center of the planet, and way out here is like a frozen bit. With, it looks like I can't see any actual resources. There's butters, I mean I have to deal with them at some point, but is there gonna be like even one patch of cryonite? I mean I wouldn't mind us jumping to a cryonite patch instead of core mining, because the core mining is 25 megawatts. Whereas a mining patch I can efficiency module it and just brute force it really. Could use rocket fuel even to power it. Hey, we found a patch. Look at that. That's a great patch. 33 million and 14 million. Okay, so that's so off center though. Like that's the center of the map, and that's where the cryonite is. Crikey. I mean, there's probably more because there's a little more ice this way. There's another patch, a bit closer. 13 mil. I mean, I just need a tiny patch, like even at 100k is enough. I do not need a big patch. It's the closest little patch possible, and I'll be happy. There's 30 mil there, 40 mil there, and 33 mil there. And that's the middle of the map. It seems sad. I mean, there's a lot more butters out there too. Not that many, but you know, enough. That would be annoying if you deal with them. Got a barrel patch here though. And a bit of oil. What's that oil look like? There's butters. I think these are big butters now. Medium butters. Big worms. Oh, there's a big butter. Evolution just crossed 50%. Oh, there's a nice little patch. 3 mil. Another patch. 4 mil. I wish there's a way of. I mean, there might even be some over here, but it's quite hard to find. It seems kind of rare for a cryonite core planet. Because we're slowly making this cosmic water here, which is it's nice, but I don't know. I don't think I need as much as I thought I did. We've got no room for science packs. 100 is that's what I make, really? I'll go for 1,000. So we can research other of these. We could do like cryonite lubricant, for instance, but I don't need to save a lubricant at this point. I think water ice processing what you're supposed to. This means you can turn. It's more for the turning the water ice into water. So I can definitely research that. I've almost researched it anyway. You got volcanite processing. I probably need that, but I don't need it right now. I think for the what do I actually need from this? What's these costs? There's just nothing they cost. It's just got to grind out that science. You just need these utility science packs. Oh, I could get the flat solar. That's pretty good. 500 science. There's also barrel processing I could get. I'm not getting mining productivity. Good destroyer bots. I think we're okay with that. Hey, what buildings do we need? We need supercomputer and biochem. Have we researched it? Oh, we researched biochem. That's funny. I did it with the free science I started with. Do I need hypercooling? Do I need to get the negative 100? I don't think I do. There's no hypercooling there, so I don't need to research that. Could do condensers for orbital or non-orbital power plant. I mean, that's like for nuclear plants, though. Oh, but I guess I can do a burner turbine setup on the other planet that uses this. So that might be actually required for the second planet. I might need this first, and then take this to the next planet. But it's, oh, they're very expensive. These are stupidly expensive for the power output. But maybe only one or two of them. I'd rather just use steam turbines, but I can't really do that, can I? So you got nothing really urgent. I mean, automation 3 will be nice, but we don't have the bulk production. I was going to wait till I get to request the chests and stuff before I make a proper base. I think that thing. It's just those two, really. We could make these things safer. What's the next one after that? Next one after that needs the utility science. It feels wrong having these prod 2s or 3s up here. I should rather go back down to the ground. I don't need to be up here. I could jump to another planet. I was wondering just jumping to the next planet along. We can do here and do setup. But the problem is it's got biter meteors. And I don't really want to try to prevent the biters. Now it says it's got cryonite, but I didn't find any on the planet. We can go scan surface. I'll let it go do its thing. I don't think there's any there though. It's a bit of a Rudy. Otherwise I go at, well, yeah, you have to get it has to be bombato, I think. I have to prep around core mining. I could probably empty out my pockets up here. Turn this off. Probably want to keep the rocket fuel actually. Steam engines. Funny. And that's fine, we don't need to keep the rest in my pocket. Alright, let's drop back down. We need 21 rocket fuel. Yeah, it said 21, but now it says Isn't that weird? So it says 21 here. And then I go put dots and now it's dropped down to 20. Because the cargo capacity dropped down. My weight dropped. So it should be conservative. That shouldn't make no difference to the weight because the weight's in the ship instead of my pocket. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'll leave the rest of the rocket fuel up here if I can. Can't do much up here really. No, that's a bit closer. Alright. I need a plan for going to another planet. Now I would do another rocket, and I think I have to do a second rocket. Exploration rocket, that's what you normally do. Almost haven't got this production of this really separated. I have to belt this out somehow to another rocket, like out here. I might go get dinner actually. Yeah. That's enough of a stream for me.